Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Amazingness of Kyla, starring me, obviously, because I'm Kyla. And today I'm going to talk to you about reasons why I shouldn't be an adult. So this is quite a funny story. So I take public transport everywhere. So we have TransLink here, and that is our main website, an app where all our public transport runs on. So it's really cool. You type in your address or what station or whereabouts you are. You can even just hit the location button and then where you want to go. And then it tells you like what trains you need to get on, or buses or trains and buses, the connections you need to get, and also time frames. So it tells you how long, what time they're leaving. So if you need to be somewhere on a certain day at a certain time, you can look at it in advance. So I use this all the time. But here's why I shouldn't be an adult. So I was coming home from a friend's place. I'd been there a few times. I didn't know the area very well, so of course I've gotten out the app and I've, typed up where I'm going. So I was in city and I needed to go to the suburbs. So south suburbs, not north. So I did that. Anyway, so I had to get on one bus. So I got on that bus at my starting station. Got off at one station because I had to get on a bus going north. It was only one station, so one stop, and then get on a bus that was going south. Anyway, I've gotten off the station. I'm sitting there waiting for my bus, and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and I've realized it's been quite a while. I've seen the rotations of the buses come through like once or twice by now, and I'm thinking, where the hell is my bus? It's not showing up on the screen. My app says that it should have already been. So I look at the app again. I've been standing on the wrong station.
Wow.
So on the wrong platform, sorry. See, can't even English. So I was on platform 1 when I should have been on platform 2. So I'd been waiting like an hour, half an hour at least to an hour for my bus. And most probably had already passed me twice.
You're an idiot!
Because I was on the wrong side of the station. So I've gone, taken the elevator and walked across the bridge and taken it down because I don't exercise. I do as very little as possible. And my bus comes in like 5 minutes. Of course, I told my friends and texted my sister, and everyone laughed at me. Oh, it would have been a fine little, once off, and it'd be a funny little story, and you'd be like, oh, well, Kyla, that's not really a reason why you shouldn't be an adult. Everyone can make mistakes. Wasn't the first time I've done it. So, it would have been okay if this would be a one-off thing. I have done this on multiple occasions because I just shouldn't be allowed to idle, okay, guys? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think any one of us are. Know what we're doing, but I really don't know what I'm doing. I need constant adult supervision. I am an idiot. So much so it's been referred to as my friends as doing a Kyla. Don't do a Kyla, guys. Anyway, so another story was I was heading to a friend's place this time, from my place to theirs. And I'd been to his place a few times with other friends and stuff, so I knew where I was going, well, the area. Though the other times I'd been in my friend's car, because I'm very lucky to have friends that do own cars and drive. Anyway, so I get on, and I get on a bus. And I thought, don't get me wrong, I was on the right bus. I was heading the wrong direction. So once again, I hadn't obviously read it properly. I don't know what's happened. I was on the right stop A or whatever. I've gotten on the bus and I'm sitting there, I'm going, this scenery is starting to look less and less familiar. And I'm like, it's getting really dark. And I'm sitting on this bus and I'm right near the driver because that's where I sit when I'm not just 100% sure on the bus stop I need to get off on. And finally the bus driver turns to me. He was like, okay, this is like our last stop. Where are you heading? You're gonna have to get off. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? We're supposed to be going here. And they're just like, no, you've gotten on the wrong bus. We go north in city. You needed outbound city. And I'm like, what? So this bus driver was actually really amazing. Full praise for him for putting up with me. He actually drove me to a shopping centre, which a few other shopping centres have actual bus terminals, like bus stops there. And he told me the right bus to get on, the right stop and like bus stop and bus to get on, bus number. And don't get me wrong, I've eventually made it to my friend's place. Don't worry, I didn't get fully lost or hurt. But yeah, I mean, these are just two stories of the multiple times I have done this. I have gotten on the wrong train, I've gone on the right train going the wrong direction. I have gotten on the right bus going the wrong direction a few times. I've gotten on the wrong bus. I have sometimes been very lucky and gotten on the wrong bus, but ended up in the right place. Another story was I was coming from Browns Plains area, back to my where I used to live. Anyway, and I got on the right bus. The bus number was right. But I got on, like I said, the wrong route. So instead of going like this way, I got on the bus going that way. Anyway, and like I'm like texting my ex, at the time boyfriend. I'm like, I think I might need you to come rescue me. I've gotten on the wrong bus again. I don't exactly know where I am at the moment. And he's just been like, why? Just why? Like I said, I shouldn't be allowed to adult. This has happened so many times. It's not funny. But eventually it stopped at a shopping centre, which was actually really close to where I lived. So I knew where I was only, like a few blocks from home by that point. But yeah, so this is one of the reasons I should not be allowed to adult, guys. Just thought I'd share you this story. Some pro tips. Pro tips. Explosions there, if I can figure out how to. Look, guys, like, you know, you might be sitting and thinking, well, that's kind of silly, and especially with a few of the incidents, I should have just actually gone up to the bus driver. And this is what you should do in these situations. If you're traveling somewhere and you're unsure, especially if it's somewhere in an area you don't really know or a new area, best things are, as you're getting on the bus, ask the bus driver, you know, hey, is this the right direction? And you don't have to tell him specifics of where you're going, even if you, especially because when you're traveling to a new area, especially when you're traveling to a new area, you don't always know specifics and like the exact like spot you need to get off. But if you can sort of tell them like the general area where you're going, you're just going, hey, does this stop, you know, here, or does this go by this street, you know, the bus driver will be able to tell you straight away. I know I do it a lot. And like I said, and also, you know, if you're too anxious or shy, because I completely understand that, a lot of my bus mishaps have happened because my anxiety has been too much to actually ask the bus driver if it goes this way, because I'm already worrying about 1,000 stupid other things because I'm going to an area I don't know and I don't have complete control over the situation, which I know I personally can't cope with very well. And so I know a lot of you guys would be the same. You know, so sit up the front of the bus, you know, and if you are getting a bit worried, you can either ask, you know, a nice old lady on the bus. There's always a nice old lady on the bus, or a nice old man, or the bus driver themselves. Generally, bus drivers are really great, especially in my experience of, you know, living there I have. You get a few crabby ones, a few little snappy ones, but you pretty much don't take them to heart. They could just be having a bad day, but you know, if you're generally unsure and you let them know and you're just polite to them, they will answer any question. And double check. Always double read. So make sure when you get the bus number, you know, especially if you're using the TransLink app or site, it actually tells you which platform. So it'll tell you which bus and the bus number and the time, but also have the platform. And just double check you're on the right platform. Because that will also help you guys, you know. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, if you're unsure, you know, and you don't feel like talking to the bus driver because, you know, you're nervous or your anxiety, then message your friend or somewhere you're going. Or even if they're like, you know, not the person you're going to see, message a friend and see if they can double check for you on their end. You know, it's always better safe than sorry, I reckon, as someone who constantly gets on the wrong buses. But it's not all bad. You get to go on an adventure, you get to explore, and that's the way you should look at it. If you're ever like lost, you know, first things first, don't panic. Just take a few deep breaths. My best suggestion is to get back on the app, you know, press your location button, type in where you want to go, and then it'll tell you, you know, how to get there from that point. You're never really lost. Like, you know, and that's the best thing to do is always double check your apps, you know, double check timetables, you know, have some familiarity with the timetables and that, and always ask your bus driver. But most importantly, always thank your bus driver. Always say thank you to your bus driver. A bus driver will remember you for saying thank you. Be friendly with your bus drivers. They're the ones with the real power here. And so with some pro tips from Kyla, I think I'll bid you guys adieu. Like I said, I'll most probably put my really cringy, badly edited, and I used a free version of something which I didn't realize was a free version, so I have a nice sticker, so, you know, some free promo for them guys. It's actually a pretty good editing app. I'll have it in the corner, most likely here, or here, or maybe just here. It depends when I edit and what I decide. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my pro tips. And remember, don't do a Kyla. Alright, catches.